Hi, it's another great day in Coto de Caza, Orange County, California. This is the middle of May. See this beautiful weather we're having. Wow. So I got a new plant here. This is a vine. It's called a Common Honeysuckle. Lonicera periclymenum. Also called a European honeysuckle, early Dutch honeysuckle, a woodbine. Sometimes he's just called a honeysuckle. Look at the beautiful flowers. So he comes to us from Europe, North Africa, Turkey, Western Asia, as far north as Norway, Sweden, even Finland. He's described as a dense, drought-tolerant, vigorous, twining, deciduous, flowering vine. Sometimes he's just called simply a cottage garden climber. He likes to grow in the woods, in the scrub, and the shady places. Grows in USDA zones 5 to 9. We're in zone 10. He's doing quite well here. And he's winter hardy down to zone 4. So his roots, they start out in the shade down here. And he sends up the vines as they kind of reach out to the sun. He gets 10 to 25 feet tall, 3 to 6 feet wide. It's a great selection along your fence, pergola, other structures. Also makes great ground cover. But he's also very invasive, so you got to keep him under control. So his leaves, check them out here. They're pretty cool. The leaves here, they're ovate, or obovate, about 2.5 inches long. They appear in pairs on the stem here. See that? A pair, here we have a pair here, all the way to the top. And the younger leaves are a little tiny bit hairy, a little bit fuzzy, but the older ones are all smooth and glaucous. And they're smooth on top here and a little darker green, but on the bottom they're a bit lighter green. And these leaves will die off in the winter, and sometimes they'll stay on the plant, sometimes they won't. But people really love it for the flowers here. Just check this out. We got these whorls of flowers, like 3 to 5 whorls at the tip of the stems here, and they're tubular. I'm going to pull one off. Well, yeah, I'm going to pull one off here. So they're tubular here. They've got 2 lips, one on the top, one on the bottom. The pair on the top, he's got 4 little lobes there. One on the bottom just sticks out like a tongue. And inside there, we've got, this one has 5 stamens, the anthers and yellow pollen. And on top, the little stigma and the style, all the little reproductive parts in this guy. Wow. So they're also about 2 inches long, you could see. And usually bloom from summer to fall, but in Coto, we get these guys blooming as early as April. And they're creamy white, and then they turn a little more yellowish when they get older. And they always have this pinkish, reddish, or crimson colors, not only on the younger flowers, but also on the older ones on the backs. See that? Pretty little stripes we have? Wow. And eventually he'll give us bright red berries that are eaten by the thrushes and the finches and the warblers. And the berries are mildly toxic to humans and pets, so if you eat them, you probably get a little stomachache, and they're super, super fragrant, especially at night. And they attract all sorts of hummingbirds and the night moths. Night moths can smell these guys from a quarter-mile away. They're so fragrant. This is beautiful. So to plant this guy at home, just a couple things. You start him out in a moderately shaded area, get the roots established. It's best it has afternoon shade, moist, well-draining soil. And you water it a lot at the very beginning, but once it's established, he's pretty drought tolerant. And the vines will reach out higher and requires very little maintenance. So you simply just remove the old flowers after they're done blooming and take off the old leaves in wintertime when they kind of die off. You can even cut it back a little bit if you want. This guy here, he's kind of growing like more like a little shrub than a vine. He's got nothing to climb up on. And don't mix them up with the Lonicera caprifolium or the perfoliate variety. And that guy looks exactly the same almost, but the stems protrude right out of the middle of the leaves instead of the leaves here being on the edges. But they're all connected by the same little, you know, petiole, if you want to call it that, connection there, or same node. See that? That's pretty cool the way it does that. Wow. Anyway, that's everything you need to know about our pretty little common honeysuckle up here in Coto de Caza, Orange County. So, I hope you liked that video. Please like, share, subscribe, all the rest. Alright, I got you lots and lots more flowers and plants we have up here in our community. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.